Hello, my name is Karina and this is my perfume map. I'm outside. It's almost 10 p.m. I don't know how this is going to work out, but I just wanted to try filming in a different location. There's a lot of katydids. It's kind of a hot and steamy night, and I just had some thoughts about perfume. I have some things to show you. Some things are new, some things are old, and I don't know, let's just have a hot summer night perfume chat. I recently went to an event. It had nothing to do with fragrance. It was like I had to go to a party. I went to Chicago, and I'm always curious about what fragrances people are wearing when I go out to a place where people are dressing up. And I didn't really smell a lot of fragrances, but one thing that was coming on really strong, I smelled it on like 4 or 5 different people, was Santal 33. And I thought that's really interesting because you don't really hear people talk about that one that much, but it's still very, very popular. In fact, of all the modern perfumes, I would say that I think that the 2 modern classics that stick out to me would be BR 540, Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francis Kirk de Jean, and Santal 33 by Le Labo. Those 2 I think are going to be remembered as like the fragrances of whatever time we're in right now. I have smelled both of those in occasions where I think people are trying to smell luxurious, and I realized something about those fragrances, and that is that I think that the most popular fragrances of our current time are atmospherics. And you might be like, what do you mean? I think BR 540 is also an atmospheric, and I think they're both an atmospheric in the same way. I think they both are luxurious restaurant hotel fragrances. That is why people like them, and I think that's what they smell like. They both have this vibe of like a very high-end restaurant, spa, hotel lifestyle. It's like very luxurious. And then I was thinking about how much I like atmospherics. Like those are probably my favorite, and that's why, because a really good perfume is kind of transportive and can make you feel like you're in a totally different place when you wear it. And I just think like it's really like an interesting idea. So some of these I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you why I think they're atmospherics, and some of these are just perfumes that I just got or I've worn recently. Anyway, the first one I want to show you is Elizabeth & James Nirvana French Gray, and I wanted to show you this right away. One, because this is what I wore to the party, and the other thing is this has been discontinued, but I just bought this brand new, cellophane box off of eBay for $14.54, and this is, I think this is 100 ml. Again, I didn't wear my glasses. I'll show you. Could be 50. It could be 50. It could be 75. But anyway, $14.54. You can look for it on eBay. You can definitely find it for under 20. And this is really, really pretty. It has neroli, lavender, and musk. And it kind of reminds me of Pure Poison in a way. Yeah, it does. And it also kind of reminds me, this is going to sound really weird because these 2 perfumes don't smell alike at all. It kind of reminds me of Ange Eau Demon by Givenchy. Like, it does, especially in the dry down. It smells really similar to that. And I think it's because that one has a thyme note and this one has a lavender note. And in both of these, it's a very herbal smelling herb. Like, you can smell kind of a green, fresh, aromatic quality to both the lavender and the thyme. Yeah, I really like this, and it's very long lasting, and yeah, I like it. And this one's still available. Some of the other Elizabeth & James fragrances have gotten quite expensive. Another thing I wore to the party, and I haven't shown this yet, but I got this a while ago, is Violet Mallow Burnishing Glacé from Solstice Scents. I didn't wear this to the party with that. I wore it the same weekend. This is like a body mist, the closest thing that Solstice Scents has to a body mist, and they only have them every once in a while, and they completely sell out when they have them. This is like, I think this is considered to be a dry oil. It is the weirdest texture. I've never experienced anything like this. It goes on it feels super lightweight, and you can't feel it on your skin until you actually rub it in, and then you can tell that it's oily and absorbs into the skin really well. And this one, Violet Mallow, it smells really, really good. It's violets and vanilla and sugar and musk. Very controlled marshmallow scent. It's not like an over-the-top burnt marshmallow. It just smells like if you had a floral marshmallow. I will say that I do have another perfume that kind of smells like this, and it's very cheap, and it's a Middle Eastern perfume, and it is the I'm gonna butcher the name, but it's the Ana Abieda I Am White Poudre. That's actually smells really similar. It's the same kind of very subdued marshmallow scent, not a burnt marshmallow, just a marshmallow. But anyway, I wore this. I even put this in my hair, and I even put a little bit on my face just to see how the oil would do. I do like using like jojoba oil on my face, and I didn't have any issues with it. I don't have like super sensitive skin, but I really like this. I have 2 other ones that I bought all at the same time. This is a really pretty summer evening fragrance, I think. If they have it again, check it out. They do sell that one also in a couple other forms. I think at least a rollerball for sure. The next one I wanted to talk about again is from Wild Vale, and I wore the 3 Beggars perfume. I wore it like as my scent of the day recently. I don't know why I keep doing this where I don't wear my glasses. This is not a very good idea. Okay, here it is. And this is a really, really good sandalwood scent. If you like old school sandalwood, when you could actually get real sandalwood in your stuff, unlike Santal 33, which is like that Santal aroma chemical, this smells like Indian sandalwood. It's almost like a chewy, woody, musky scent. And I'm sure there's other florals and herbs in here, but mostly what I get is a really, really nice sandalwood, a really old school natural sandalwood. This 3 Beggars from Wild Vale is really good. Really good. And it just smells like a natural night. I mean, I think I love naturals in the summer more than any other time. I just think they smell so pretty. Oh, the next one. I don't know if I've shown this one, but I think this is a really good summer perfume. Now, just the name, Death by Andromeda's Curse. I have to say, there's a lot of indie companies that just have these like, you know, cursed graveyard kind of names, and like, it's storytelling, which I can appreciate. I think you could have this exact perfume, Death, and instead call it like Rebirth, because it has like a soil note and a carnation note and some green notes, so very green. It kind of smells very green and shampoo-y. I really like it. The carnation in some of these indies isn't like the most realistic. It's kind of more of it does have kind of more of like a funeral flower or like a flower air freshener scent to it, but this smells really good, and it does kind of smell like really clean hair. But the other thing that I thought was kind of cool about this perfume right now is when you think of summer, I think if you're thinking of summer perfumes, it is like really common to see like coconut, some white florals, you know, maybe like cotton candy, orange, lots of stuff like that. But there is actually a lot of death in summer, and I'm somebody who's like really, really fascinated by nature, and I have a wooded lot, so every summer I come across at least one deceased wild animal, and I always can smell it before I find it. And you know, it might be like a raccoon or something, or a possum, or sometimes even something bigger like a deer. There is a lot of death and decay in the summer, and it's very rapid. You know, like it will go, like if you find an animal in the woods, it will break down pretty quick in the summer. I hope this isn't like weirding you out. It's just that I think that a lot of people imagine all of these death scents, or you know, these kind of spooky scents for fall, but I mean, summer nights have a lot of wild things going on too. I mean, you hear owls. Sometimes owls can sound kind of creepy, especially when they're in mating season. I hear baby raccoons kind of run by my porch sometimes, and they make like a very interesting noise. It's kind of like they sound like little guinea pigs. I always call them meeps. Like you can hear the little baby raccoon meeps, and a lot of screeching. If you ever hear like a rabbit get attacked, a rabbit will like make a really scary noise. So I think for summer nights, just the vibe, this whole like death vibe, it can make sense. But like I said again, this perfume does smell very fresh. And I think it's just like the soil and the carnation is like what's supposed to give it kind of a funeral vibe. But I've actually bought that on TikTok. That's the only TikTok thing I ever bought. When I went on TikTok for like the first time, I got like a coupon, and then there was an ad for an Andromeda's Curse. I had bought some fragrances from them before, so it was like 50% off, so I went for it. The next thing I have is, I actually bought this on Mercari. I have been buying a few perfumes on Mercari lately. I will go back and forth with a person for a long time, and this perfume, I got it in the box. It's very nice, like kind of plush feeling box. I got a bottle of the original Scandal, or just Scandal, it looks like Scandal to me, the Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal perfume, and I have wanted this for a long time. I had a sample, I've had like a perfume oil. I love the bottle. I think it's super cute. I love the vibe of it being kind of like an executive, like who is like out partying. I feel like that's kind of the vibe of this perfume. Like she just kind of lets her hair down and goes out at night. But it has a lot of honey. Yeah, it's mostly a honey perfume. It's very strong. It's not usually like my type of perfume, but I think like it just smells like going out at night and getting into maybe something you shouldn't, like kind of like a night of just total debauchery, which is not part of my life whatsoever. But you know, it's a vibe, it's a fantasy. I feel like I wouldn't really call this an atmospheric, but it's kind of more of like a fantasy perfume for me. Like I'm gonna go make really bad decisions. I'm not going to. I'm not doing that at all. But I still like the idea of making bad decisions. So really cool perfume. I'm really glad to have it. And I went back and forth actually with this seller for months. And we finally came to an agreement, and I'm really happy to have it. The next thing I got is a Scentbird sample, and this is called Fruto Oscuro. Obscure fruit, I guess. The perfumer is Rodrigo Flores Rue, and the perfume brand is Oso Vert, so Oso Green, I guess. I actually picked this for my Scentbird sample because I was reading through a forum, and somebody was like trying to figure out what they had smelled on somebody that smelled so good to them. And a lot of people were saying, oh, I bet it was Fruto Oscuro. And I'm like, I haven't even heard of that. And they were describing it as like a black cherry, spicy patchouli. And it has a ton of notes. It has like elemi resin, pink pepper, black cherry, black sapote, artemisia, quince, clove, pepper, frankincense, and guaiac wood. And Did I say the perfumer is Rodrigo Flores Rue? Sorry about that. And yeah, it's Fruto Oscuro, and yeah, it is like a berry patchouli. But it definitely has like a lot of pepper. It almost smells like cumin. There's something about this that reminds me of Experimentum Crucius by Etat Libre d'Orange. Like the pepper is almost cuminy. And I think that's what makes this one interesting, is like that cherry black pepper, but it's kind of smells like cherry cumin to me. This is kind of out there. This is like very, yeah, it's very kind of like a modern, like goth rock is kind of what it makes me think of. That's never been my scene. I was definitely more of like a hippie, like spinning patchwork dress dance kind of concert person. I went to some punk rock shows too, but I like this. It kind of smells like a, I don't know, maybe like you have like the best, you have like the VIP, you're at like the VIP section of like a good music festival. It's a little bit, it's just like a little bit funky. So tell me if you've tried this Oh So Vert, or if you try Scentbird. I think Scentbird's a good deal if you sign up for like the 6-month, one per month, and they're fun to get, and you just have to kind of watch your queue and make sure you get all the good stuff. The next thing I want to show you is also festival concerty. Okay, so this is Cannabis and Cocoa by, I bought this from Valerie's Uncommon Scents. Now, I'm just going to tell you right away, this is the scent that I like, but I think that this is not one that, like, I might gush over this. I wouldn't go out and buy this unless you like exactly what I'm telling you, because this smells just like a dead show, like a 90s dead show parking lot. I'm talking about the Grateful Dead. I'm talking about bongos and patchwork and incense and smoke and grilled cheese sandwiches and dreadlocks and all that stuff. I have such an affection for Grateful Dead shows. One, because I was a Bay Area kid. Two, one of the Grateful Dead members lived really close to my friend's house, and it's just like a whole thing. And then three, that's where I kind of came into my own. Just at a certain age, I started going to Dead shows. I was still a teenager, and I learned that there are people who just like do their own thing, and that was so eye-opening and came to me at such the perfect time that, like, even though I don't want to go to a festival where it's the same scene anymore, I probably wouldn't go. Well, maybe I would go, but the smell, this is the ultimate atmospheric. If a perfumer said they were gonna make a Dead show parking lot festival scent, I would want them to smell this and base their creation on this, because it's so good. And this is her EDP formulation, and it's a 1 ounce. I paid like $5.99 for it, and this is the Cannabis and Cocoa. So if you like the idea of like a really, not trying to be offensive, kind of a dirty hippie festival perfume, this is it. This is really good. I wouldn't wear this driving around in the car. I wouldn't wear this taking my kids to an event, but I will definitely sleep in it. I will definitely wear it at home while cleaning the house or cooking, you know what I mean? Like making pad thai or something, or like some kind of sesame peanut butter noodles. You know, we ate a lot of, there's just like a certain cuisine that goes with that 90s Dead show vibe. This smells so good to me. So good. I have been having so much fun with Valerie's Uncommon Scents. The next thing I want to show you, I actually just got this today because I had 2 coupons for free items at Bath & Body Works, and then they had, this is part of their wellness line, so this was on sale for $5.95, and then I had another coupon. If you go in the store, you can stack your coupons, and so I was able to get this for like 20% off the $5.95. It was 4 something. this is a really good coffee scent, and I want like a coffee shop atmospheric. I can't think of one. I don't think Soul Scents has one, and I don't think Bath and Body Works has one, but something like this, if they had something like this that was like with berry waffle cone or with like some kind of pumpkin bread. I mean, they have marshmallow pumpkin latte. They have a lot of stuff that's close, but this really has like a coffee shop smell. It's espresso and hazelnut. My beef with coffee scents is they always smell like bad coffee to me, like not bad, but like old school coffee. It doesn't smell like how it smells when you like grind beans in your house. Like if you like to grind your own beans, you know, it smells really, really good. Coffee scents always smell kind of like coffee that's been in a pot that's burning. And this is pretty good. There is still a little bit of that, but it's like the hazelnut really tones it down. Anyway, if you can think of a really good coffee shop atmospheric, tell me what it is, because I really want to find one. The next thing I want to show you, this is Nude as well. I got this was like the soil or the earth. There was like 60% off at Wild Vale for samples, so I got a few more. And the one I want to show you is, I think it's called Zebra. And yeah, the reason why I wanted this one, it is called Zebra, is because there's a note of zebra manure in it. And as gross as that could sound, it sounded really appealing to me because I do like that smell of like a freshly like manured garden plot. And then this had other like very earthy, grassy scents in it, and I was just like, I mean, curiosity got the better of me. So you can smell like a little, there is a little zebra poopy smell in here, but it smells so good. This kind of smells like a vetiver, like a grassy vetiver-y, yeah, slightly manure-y, almost chocolatey, almost like a chocolatey scent. And it just kind of gives like a savanna atmospheric vibe. Really beautiful, really good. I've really been enjoying Wild Vale. If you go look, based on what I'm saying right now, it's the most expensive samples you'll ever see, but she does rotate a discount on different categories. So when I bought this was 60% off. So I think this sample, which is only 1 ml, was like $10, which is still high, but like she's hand creating these, like I'm not just talking about her putting them in the bottle. I'm talking about she's like making the fragrances like from raw materials. So I don't have a problem paying for that. I've really been enjoying this. I will talk more about the other Wild Vale scents I have soon. I want to smell them a little more. I just thought that one was really cool, and I already know that like I like it. I like all 3 that I got in this little sample box. I like everything actually that I got. And the last one I want to talk about, I've talked about this so many times. Oh no, I have 2 more. Is Bill Blast Nude. And this is a really interesting perfume. This is a very musky perfume. But what I like about it is it has rosemary in it, and it has some civet and some aldehydes, and I think it has like galbanum, but it totally reminds me of the inside of a handbag, like of a vintage handbag. There's just like almost like a handbag that has like a hairbrush in it. You either will love this perfume or you will not like it at all. And I don't even know what it's they're asking for it these days, because I think these Bill Blast perfumes kind of come and go. But this is so pretty. It's kind of like soapy hands, herbs, a hairbrush, leather, but something very sweet too. Almost like some creamy mints. Like, it's not minty, but it does have the rosemary. It's like I don't know, it's like the inside of a handbag. That's what I think this smells like. And I love it. There's just like a luxurious leathery smell, but also kind of a dirty smell, like a dirty, musky, very sensual kind of smell. So tell me if you've tried Nude by Bill Blass and what you think of it, because I know that you either think it smells just divine or you won't like it at all. It's one of those. Oh, the last one I want to show you is another Valerie's Uncommon Scents, and this is Cotton Candy, just cotton candy. This is another one of the EDP sprays. This is a very plasticky smelling cotton candy, but I kind of love it. It doesn't smell burnt like cotton candy. It's not perfect. It's not, I'm still looking for like the ultimate cotton candy scent. And it's weird because I don't even like it when I smell it on other people. I always think it just smells like their vape. This is pretty good. And the more you layer it like on top of itself, I think the better it smells. It's a very plasticky, fruity, sugary cotton candy. And it smells like a hot, sticky summer day. I think it smells really cool. It's not like a super projector, but it's also pretty cheap. It was $5.99 for a 1 ounce EDP. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, so anyway, I've been thinking a lot about atmospherics during these hot summer nights. I don't mind the heat and humidity at all, you guys. I could totally live somewhere tropical. I am not looking forward to like having to go back inside when, you know, right about Thanksgiving is when like it just becomes harder to be outside around here. But anyway, I hope you're doing great. I hope you're having a wonderful summer wherever you are. If it is summer, I know I'm very US centric. I always notice it when I'm editing and I forget to mention it. I know that some people watch me from different places and I'm really sorry. I think it's just like the American way to think that everybody on earth lives here. I know you don't. I know it could be a winter if you're on the other side of the globe, or I know that sometimes I talk about stores that you don't have or temperatures that are different and all kinds of things. And I just want to say hello wherever you are. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you real soon. Bye-bye. Subscribe.